Alright, hello everyone. I'm back again today. I have not been streaming as often as I would like because these medication are really working badly for me. But it just takes a while to get in to see the doctor, talk to them about it, switch meds. So it's fine, I'll write out this bit. Oh, I see. You don't want to recognize my controller. How audacious of you. Alright, let's get that fixed, shall we? Alright. What are these achievements that I have? So, after the Star Rail stream, it turns out a bunch of stuff is broken. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I just have all of these things from when I did the main story. That should be it, right? Oh no, there's one more. What do you want? Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's take a look at these things anyway. What have I got? This one I need to do before it times out. I guess I'll go to there. Up this way? I'm gonna have a little chat with the fishing club manager or whatever. What do you got for me?
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering you?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you? Oh, so you're adventurers. Oh, finally. Someone has heard my prayers.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something. Don't worry, you've got two super experienced adventurers right here. We'll take care of anything and everything for you as long as you pay us a little bit of mora.
Didn't she already know us? I guess we're pretending that didn't happen.
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. See, the problem is that the fish around a fishing spot at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently. They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human anglers. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away. Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run. So,
Plus, she can't catch fish anyway, so...
So, you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you. Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales?
Nope. We've just been, manipulated a lot.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
No, you mustn't let your guard down. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I have good reason to believe that the fish have gone missing due to an encounter with the water imps.
Water imps. You mean the Eidolons?
Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying underwater creature called Thelxie. The story our parents would tell us was always the same. If we went to the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a water imp called Thelxie.
A Child-eating water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
My father would always describe it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome face. It's really strange, though, because you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance.
So, shapeshifter or master of illusion, got it.
Even though the tales vary regarding its appearance, everyone agrees that it's really dangerous. It lives in an underwater cave surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way. And once it finds a child, it uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them whole. Pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Ain't that just a siren?
Sounds kinda scary. But isn't that pretty normal for a fairy tale? After all, those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale? Just like how a water vein always has a source.
Got any evidence?
Well, I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
So you mean someone really got eaten by a water imp?
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. But still, they all say this happened on Irenaeus. That's no laughing matter if you ask me.
I mean, at the very least, it's a central hotspot for two different rumors. Worth checking out.
Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well. Combine that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fish-eps on the island can understand human language. Is it really so shocking that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
You know, it's interesting, because Neuvillette is a dragon. Does that mean that he has some relation to the Vishaps? But the dragons are supposed to be natives of the Tevat homeworld, whereas the Vishaps are from a different world. Curiouser and curiouser.
Why does Paimon feel like you're pulling our leg? You're just piling on the rumors now. Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just ignore the situation, right, Traveler?
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map. Don't forget that no matter what, safety always comes first.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Irenaeus over here. Oh hey, there's the teleport point. Oh hey. The entrance is like super easy to find. They even put an orange right here in case you forgot. No! They cheated me. Fine then. Seemingly craven redhead. Well, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see that. Rude. Alright. I got my drops. Now then. There's supposed to be a thing here. It's not hidden in here. It must be underground as well. Oh, nope. It's right there. Ha! You can't hide from me. Oh no, there's a doggo. I'm gonna open this. Let the doggo out. I can't actually open this. So, I won't. Alright. Where do I need to go? Down. I'm headed roughly the right way. The fuck is this? Swimming in this doesn't seem to hurt me. Can I interact with them? Am I supposed to make one hit the other one, or... What am I supposed to be doing here?
Settle down.
No, I want you to hit the other one. Please. Or don't. That's also fine. You know what? I'll be back for you. I feel like I could make something happen here with Linny. Oh yeah, I haven't even looked at these. Slime, you're so above your pay grade right now. Okay. I feel like I should have something in my notes about this. Okay, so this is the zoom lens. I got that. I think I... Oh, this thing. Cleansed with the xenochromatic ball octopus. Oh, well that explains why. Okay. And this one also is the xenochromatic ball octopus. So then... maybe it's underground. Underwater. Oh no, I don't have the option to dive. So I guess not? Well, something for another day. Oh wait. What the fuck is this? That doesn't seem to do much, does it? Oh. Haha. It heals itself, though. Okay. I'm gonna gunk this piece of water. There we go, that's better. Oh hey, there's a hole. I'm kind of supposed to be doing a quest, but I'm just gonna go for it. I'm curious about what's down here anyway.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Oh, there's a book here that I can't read. That's good, I didn't really want to read anyway. Alright, so this is some kind of... Oh, that's where the... okay. I got this. I can even open the door. And... what about the underwater thing? I can't dive here. So it looks like the underwater thing is... gonna be somewhere else. That's okay. It does look suspiciously... What was that noise? I didn't like that. Alright. Do I even have any of those keys in my inventory? Yes. I have exactly one. I'm gonna make things more convenient for myself here. Kazuha, you're definitely better for swirling. But I got places to be.
Too slow.
Yes.
Take it and have fun.
It's mine now. Alright. I'm gonna ignore you. I think I'm supposed to be going this direction, actually. Pretty close.
more, please.
Oh no. I think I was supposed to be inside that. Oops. Well, that's okay. I was just looking at it in case it would give me a faster method of travel anyway. And keep going this direction. Haven't actually done too much exploring of this area. But there's tons of furniture chests just waiting for me. I'm gonna walk around you. Yeah. Okay. So there's supposed to be something like right here. Maybe it's underneath? Doesn't look like it. Well, that's fine. I wasn't here for you anyway. Alright. Waypoint activated. What is this supposed to... Okay, this is giving me the octopus power, right? Okay, so I see what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to hit this thing so it goes through the hoops.
I'd take it if I were you. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Alright. Quest is over this way. Oh, hi.
The doctor will see you.
Bow your head.
Goodbye. Alright. Any more vegetables? Nope. This area is vegetable impoverished. Oh, I got a simple vault key. I'm sure that will be useful for something. Oh! What about here? Oh, I need 3 keys, and I only have 2. What if I beat this guy up? And I take that chest? I bet that'll give me the last key. Alright, 1 down. Hello, good sir. 2 of you hiding under here like rats? Come out, come out.
Becomes the hunted.
Oh no, I can't get that. Okay. We're good. And you are up here all of a sudden, okay. There we go. Give me this stuff.
This
I
was
knew it.
locked. How convenient.
And now... Yeah, if they wanted this to stay hidden, putting those torches out front was a bad idea. There we go. Alright. Now where am I headed here? This looks like roughly the correct direction.
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. Huh? Look, there's some footprints over there.
It's a lot of algae. Or, no, I guess it's just grass. Okay. Oh,
These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get to it again? Let's look around and see if we can find anything else.
this whole thing is just gonna be somebody spied from an Abe
Did you hear something
diving,
just
huh?
now? What is that? Don't come any closer!
Paimon? Traveler?
Remine?
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
Why does he wear it when he goes underwater? If he's a vision holder, he doesn't need it. Maybe he doesn't like getting his hair wet.
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp?
We're investigating the water imp called Thelcy.
Thelxie, you say? How surprising.
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else who's trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
Then what's going on?
Sure, if that's in order.
I'm allowed to give you orders?
I know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop and contacted me through the shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy.
Cool.
Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
Okay.
Huh? But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Fremina, you never take commissions from other people!
Yeah, but, she made a special request, but out of respect for her privacy, I can't really talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly, and I'll just tell her that you're two of my trustworthy companions. Hearing that, she might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes, you're still really considerate. Our target isn't necessarily the water imp, though. We're primarily here to investigate the disappearance of the fish.
The fish? Ah, I think I may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking Thelxie for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot of noise. So, all that about the disappearing fish? Well, it was probably because of me.
So that's how it was? That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water was also...
Just Fremine preparing for another day of work.
Yes, I think that's quite likely as well.
So in the end, it was just Fremine. Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales might look like, and it all turns out to be just a hoax.
Most of them are.
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
Well, what can I do to expedite this process, my dude?
Thanks for offering, but I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
You trouble me more by refusing my offer.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Didn't you just call us your trustworthy companions? Companions are all about helping each other, you know?
But don't you need to report back to your commissioner?
Not until the problem's fixed.
That's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out, even though we were just tasked with finding out why the fish had gone missing. If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
So true. Yeah, we're really experiencing this kind of thing.
Exactly! So if we can help you finish up your work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip!
Is that what you'd like to do as well?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Huh. Alright, I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there. I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let Paimon give it a try. Hey, Thelxie! Are you there?
Oh, cute.
So that's Ferminae's version of Thelxie. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
Where's Penguin Down?
It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but now I want to know where it is, though. Because I want to see the penguins.
Hey, Thelxie. Nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
Speaks in Morse code.
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea.
Understandable.
As it stands, Thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try.
Hey, is that a sound? A sound disc in the background? I gotta remember to get that.
I have two other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on Thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find Thelxie some colorful shells and coral, so I can craft a weapon for him.
A weapon? Will Thelxie have to fight?
Mm-hmm. Thelxie will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand, like that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's request.
What an imaginative employer! Naming Thelxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Whoa, Thelxie just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
Poor Paimon is so far out of her depth.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me. Here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck. Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately. I've got a lot of backup boards just in case. Okay, knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
You playing Battleship now? After pressing, use the left joystick to assemble the circuit. Okay. Equipable circuit limit 6 out of 8. So I can use 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that would work. Aha, now I get 8. Okay. This should be right, yeah? Oh, no. They don't join automatically, huh? Okay.
Have you ever seen these stick?
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable. I'll make sure to stay right by your side.
Alright, so first things first. Okay, this is development log 3. Let's start with development log 1 then. Attempted to install a language output module for Thelxie. The output module, the output signal will use a small cipher to the one once used by the House of the Hearth. The benefits are twofold. Not only does the warehouse of the House of the Hearth already have many spare old motherboards, this approach will also make the language module compatible with the diving helmet's transcription module, allowing for quick and easy transcription and testing. As for the offset of the cipher, it'll just be set to 1 for convenience. Okay. Attempted to install a language output module for Thelxie. The output module will use a similar cipher to the one once used by the House of the Hearth. No, this is still output log 1. I want output log 2. Okay. I've hit a snag. I planned to apply for another transcription module to use for Thelxie, and it would have been the same one as the one used in the diving helmet, but the warehouse is out of stock. Seems like I'll have to make one from scratch using the one I have as a reference. I'll start looking into it, but it's unclear if I'll have enough time. I've already spent more time than planned on the transcription module. The work on Thelxie's main body will be affected if I keep it this. I'll have to put it on hold. Although the diving helmet can still be used to decipher Thelxie's output signal, it'll probably be unintelligible to everyone else. What a pity. I'm sorry for not being able to give you a voice, Thelxie. Aww. Alright, where are we going? We're gonna go to the water. Oh, right. I'm pretty sure I saw... Oh, a vista. That looks good. But is this not where I saw the music crystal? I swear I seen a music crystal within eyesight of where we were. So, is it the other direction? I don't see the music crystal there either. Was I hallucinating? Huh. Seemed like it should have been in one of those two places, but whatevs. Alright. Moving along. I need to go this way? Hey. What's this over here? There we go. Nice. Alright. And what do we have over here, huh? May as well get some kind of
right over
superpower.
there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search.
Ah, a
This
conch.
is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation efforts. Here, try it. Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out.
Full fathom 5 Thelxie lies. Of his bones are coral made. So that means Thelxie is not made out of coral. Okay, what am I looking for here? What is this? Nope, nothing more here.
Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
How do I get in here? Oh, something's trying to murder me. Well, that's interesting. Locate the missing crystal receiver nodes of the ship's cannon to gain control of the cannon. Huh. Receiver nodes, is it? Guess I need to get all 3 of these at once, huh? Alright, that's not gonna work. How about... There we go. Now I just need an octopus. There we go. I definitely aimed that wrong. Okay. Oops. Okay. Eh. There we go. I don't know who's attacking me or why, but I ain't got time for that shit. Any crystal nodes around here? Ooh, maybe in this hole? Something in there. I don't think I have the Wisa energy, do I? All the men are the other one. Oh, but I got a crystal. Alright, so there's supposed to be more than one, right? Okay. So I guess that one isn't enough. Fine. Alright, so I need a yellow thing. Is there a yellow thing nearby? Please provide me the Numa... Oh hey, there it is. Alright. Slicey time. Come on, my dude. Alright, there we go. Now, I can open this. Oh, that's not a crystal at all. Eh. Alright, one crystal. But there should be more than one. How do I get in here? Is there a crystal in there? Doesn't look like it, but... could be hidden. Oh, my face tracking isn't working. That's not good. It looks like it's working. No, I think it's working. Maybe I'm just not being very expressive. Okay. In any case, I am supposed to find another crystal somewhere. I think it's in that room. I just can't figure out how to open the sneaky room. Crystal receiver node. That's okay, I'll just do something else. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll check it. I'll probably have to investigate that a little later. For now, to the surface! Okay, those are not dead hilly churls. They're just sleeping. It's fine. Sleeping in the water.
The wind rises.
Well, who are you? Zuria Destri.
Ah, Fremine, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame Destray. I must have kept you waiting. I can report, though, that the construction of Thelxie is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor. And these two are...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on Thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame Destray. Are you Fremine's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Oh, do you really think so?
Me too?
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps. And I wouldn't have had to trouble Fremine here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet? I would have thought Fremine had explained it to you already.
Well, Fremine told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, would you like to listen to my story?
Sure, you can tell us anything. You've already said nice things about us, so we'll try our best to help you get through your troubles.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right?
Yep, we've been given the lowdown on that.
Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather special, however. While most other children are terrified of Thelxie, he's infatuated with him.
Infatuated? With a water imp? What a brave soul.
Or he wants to get eaten.
Yes, he told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
Okay, I could see how that could be concerning.
Huh. So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old.
Loneliness syndrome.
It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities. The syndrome is probably what made him so determined to become friends with the water imp.
Okay, so it's just depression. Gotcha.
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the traveler now.
No! Paimon won't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less!
The family doctor has already begun to treat my son, but since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
Yeah, that can be rough. I've had manic episodes before, and let me tell you what, when you're in a manic episode, you don't necessarily realize how fucking crazy you are, but once you get out, oh man, the shame. The shame.
Huh? Uncontrollable what now?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his time in his fantasy world.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
Elsie, probably?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
Okay, once upon a time, there was a splendid and magnificent underwater kingdom of water imps on the Salcia Plain, 500 feet beneath the surface. Countless lovely water imps lived in houses made of rainbow shells and corals, tending to sea animals during the day and singing between fields of golden tidalga during the night. Everyone led carefree and blessed lives until the day of the Iridescence Parade, the important festival during which the new king would be crowned. Before the festival, all water imps would select the most precious pearl they own, wrap it in golden branches and leaves, and offer it to their most beloved prince. And during the day of the parade, the prince would cross a rainbow bridge made from all the offered shells and accept the crown from his father amidst applause of his subjects. Finally, the new king would bless everyone with his well wishes. As for the prince's name, it's none other than Thelxie.
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for Thelxie. It's like a beautiful dream.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
Uh-oh. The day of the iridescence parade came as expected, but countless monsters also arrived alongside the prince. The monsters were evil and cruel, and they struck fear into all the water imps' hearts. The water imps, adept at singing as they were, could not defend themselves against the monsters, so the kingdom fell, the king was killed, and the water imps were locked behind bars. The rainbow bridge lost its color and crumbled away. The prince was barely able to escape with the help of a mysterious masked individual, but he had already lost everything and could only spend his days singing mournful songs. Just as the prince sang out of loneliness, so could his songs only be heard by similarly lonely children.
How could the story end like this? Is that kind of fantasizing what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
That's probably not how it works, but, you tried.
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
What do you mean?
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as Thelxie.
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved or stood for.
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out of it.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy. He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world, but since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of the book. If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition... Here, you can take a look.
Ah, so Zuria's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
Poor little guy.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. One where the Water Imp Prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his friends. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Fremine need to make a Thelxie as well?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Fremine here to craft a Thelxie, and then I'll paint the journey with this Thelxie into the picture book.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son! Paimon's starting to get it now. Oh, you really put a lot of thought into this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Fremine to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the Kingdom of Water Imps. As long as we chase away the monsters in the ruins, it'll count as chasing away the monsters in the Water Imp Kingdom, right?
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously, and the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
So we'll be playing it straight, or, making it a fully immersive experience?
Yeah,
Neither of those really sound right.
we got this.
Well, either way, we'll still be able to help, right?
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal. I believe in my son. We can just see this as him wanting to stay asleep for a bit longer because he's so enamored with his dream.
Zuria.
Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on Thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
That's great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps?
All right, let's go.
All right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Zuria sure is a brave and optimistic lady. Fremine, do you think her plan will work out?
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
Mihoyo certainly puts a lot of stuff in here about, like, what is this? A dose of medicine left behind by someone. There's a label on the bottom of the container with the word Destry written on it. What if she doesn't have a son? What if her son doesn't exist and she's the one with loneliness syndrome? Yeah, I really appreciate that Mihoyo talks a lot about disability stuff. It's nice.
What is it, Fremine? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
I knew it.
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two are both really strong and will do everything you can to help the child. But with the syndrome being the way it is, if things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Fremine, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zuria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
You know this illness really well.
So that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fremine, don't tell Paimon that you also...
No. Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director. They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors and even ley line disorder effects. Some even say it could be caused by contamination from god remains. And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases, the patient could even pass away.
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought they'd just stop talking as much.
Yeah, that's just the nature of it. So if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel like you failed.
Don't worry, I've seen all kind of strange and difficult things in life.
Yeah, that's right. Paimon's seen all of those things too. No matter how hard it might get, we won't be scared.
Really? Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Let's do it!
Yeah! But Paimon has a question. If this illness can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help? After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart. But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Fremine?
Well, maybe because I have also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
It's the penguin town you mentioned.
So you remembered.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
He's gonna nope out of this conversation.
Hey, why did you put that on?
He's embarrassed. Leave him alone.
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys. And Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
Fremine, are you sure you're not losing control of your fantasies as well?
Let him dream, Paimon.
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also as if you're being protected by something. I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly wondrous things, as if a fairy tale has become reality. It's almost like a sort of miracle.
Probably mind's eye then?
Really? Like a miracle?
Well, if that's in order.
Hey, don't you still need time to work on Thelxie's weapon? We don't want to keep you from finishing your commission.
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for you to try my helmet. Thanks for all of your help. I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
Alright. Time skip. Whew. I am too lazy to turn that into... Okay. Oh, looks like there's actually quite a lot. Okay, so we have motherboard troubleshooting, record of search for glory, and the purgation counter-strike. Let's start here, shall we? Oh, it's right here. Oh, you know what? I bet they're all here. Yep. Okay. Let's do these. The debugging process features broken circuits. Broken circuits will immediately connect when the signal passes through an inductive switch of the corresponding color. So I can't delete this. How am I supposed to turn this? Okay, yes. Uh-huh. There's no way to rotate it? Reset the circuit, add and subtract. Ooh, you know what? How am I supposed to connect this? What am I missing here? Okay. Set up circuits of limited length to ensure the signal gets from its source to its designated endpoint. The deguide blah blah blah. Broken circuits will immediately connect when the signal passes through an inductive switch of the corresponding color. Oh, okay. So I am supposed to connect it here. How am I gonna get these two things to connect, though? Let me get this. I don't think I can cut this part out, otherwise I could just do this. Right? But I need to include this thing. So how am I gonna get this out there? Okay. That doesn't work. Okay, so it's going through here. that will give us this. But then how do I make this turn? Am I just too dumb? What's this event called anyway? Resetting it isn't gonna help. Alright, let me take a look here. I must be missing something super obvious. Elsie's Fantastic Adventures. Okay. So somebody's done this. And I'm gonna figure out how to do it too.
Can you take a picture with my dog? Hi, guys.
It's a journalist.
I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I think
trying to stop you.
this video is useless. Okay.
Hi, guys.
Let's see. No, I don't need the search for glory. I need the other thing. How do I make it curve? Damn you. Okay. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Okay. There we go. Somebody must be giving tips somewhere. Okay, so they finished the first thing. I don't care about that. I already did that. Alright, now they're gonna do the second one. How did you turn it? Maybe it's just harder to do on the controller. Because they managed to do it perfectly fine. Okay, okay. So... oh, I can just drag it. Well, that's easy. Just me being dumb then. Cool. I'm glad there's a next challenge button. There can be up to 2 different circuits involved in the debugging process. Circuit starting points and endpoints will have the same color. Okay, so I need to do them both, huh? Alright, so there's number 1. Okay. Ah, I see, okay. Alright, now I need to make the other one happen in 6 seconds, or 6 squares. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. So the orange one needs to go through here. Oh, I got it. Okay. No, I don't got it. Okay. Alright, so this one has to go here. So then doesn't it also have to go through this thing? But this is wrong. Because it's the wrong color to the wrong color. Okay. I need this orange one to go through this thing. But then it blocks this path. This makes no goddamn sense. I must just be really dumb. If I do that, there's no way to connect this. Alright, so this one... Maybe I'm misunderstanding something again. Let's take a look, shall we? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. But you know what? Oh, okay. So you don't have to keep the green thing on the same lot on the same circuit. Alright, well that makes sense, I guess. Just needs to go somewhere. Alright, we good. After the debugging process has gone on for a while, you can use the debug manual to obtain clues about how to set the circuit up. Okay. Right, so they said I could check the debugging manual. Oh yeah, that does work, doesn't it? Okay. I just gotta not think too hard. When a signal passes through an inductive switch of a specific color, the branching path connection direction will change. If you can repeatedly activate such inductive switches... Oh, you can repeatedly activate such inductive switches. Okay, so this one can go many different ways. Alright, so the green one... So they're both going to share the same path is what I'm hearing here. Alright, so this guy goes first. And then afterwards, this guy will go like this. Somehow made it work. Alright. Mm-hmm. Wait a second, I'm gonna watch this again. I think I just need to make the path longer to make the timing work. Okay. That's definitely it. So... try this. Ta-da! Okay. This looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Alright, we'll make it the easy way and then we'll figure out what's broken. Okay, so I think this one needs to be longer. So I want this to hit this path. Maybe... no, there's only one. I can't finagle that. There we go. Okay. Do it the basic way first. Looks like I need a little bit more staggered time. Perfect. There we go.
Nice. Don't break the law.
Alright. Now we've got all of these thingies. Primo gems. I do not need that. Thank you. What are these weird penguin things? Oh, that must be the currency. Alright, so now I need to go to the record of the search for glory. And that is all the way down here. So I guess I'll go here, and then I'll dive and get the other teleport point. That sounds like a plan. Alright, teleport is right here. How far down is it? Oh, it says it's up. Okay, so now it says it's down. Uh-huh. Is it in here? Oh, no, it's right there. Okay. There we go. Now... I need to go this way? Aha, the conch. When the echoing conch plays, it will display possible iridescent glory locations on your minimap and in your field of view. Collect the designated number of said glories to complete the challenge. Some materials require xenochromatic phantom or aberrant abilities to collect. Well, let's take this octopus since it's so conveniently located. Oh, I have to beat up this small animal? Sorry, Manta Ray. Iridescent glory. Whatever the fuck that is. Oh, I'm still looking for more. Okay. That looks like a crystal. Ah, yes. I need to purify it. Get rid of the sludge. Okay, so I found them all. Yes. Alright, so I got this one. Now let's go to the next one. This looks good. The conch! Oh, fine. I need to beat up this thing. Whatever. Alright. Grab this. I'll just... boop. Alright. One down. Bombs, beautiful bombs. Okay, and last, we gotta go over this way. Plump. I don't want to attack blubber beasts, I'm leaving. Alright, I got them all. Also, that was weird. That definitely wasn't there before. I don't approve of my path being blocked. Alright. Let's grab a superpower. It is less useful than my old one, but it is more useful in this specific case. There we go. Alright. Now, there should be one more of these, yeah? So this is the part where I'm looking for ingredients to make the weapon. Dong dong dong. Just some money. More money. I want a different superpower if I'm gonna have to fight people. Well, I guess I'll take this. Got one. I guess I'm gonna have to fight this thing. I don't really like fighting this kind of thing using crabs, but that's life. And to be as offensive as possible, I can't believe it's making me kill this little guy. Sorry, little guy. The game made me. Okay. That's the last one, huh? And now we just have this part, which I think is just cutscenes, the rest of it. So... what is this? Okay, so we've just got 2 more cutscenes to go. What is this? I think at the end of this, we'll get to take the little robot with us as like a gadget. I'm into it. Okay. So, I need to wait for 2 days. 1 day, 2 days.
They've finally come to meet up with Zuria. Let's head over to Ferminate's camp right away.
Alright, I'm on it. Maybe this place. This looks close enough. Well, that looks quite pretty. I kind of want to look at that. I bet this one's under the bridge. I knew it. But, do I have to use a tiny person to get in there? No, okay, I can just dash. Cool. Without triggering explosive barrels. Oh, I threw it the wrong direction. Well... That's fine. Okay. Oh, I have to do it more than once. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Oh, now it's gonna move. Rude.
Ah, this wasn't locked. How convenient.
Alright. We're gonna get this unlocked. And I guess I gotta hop into that thing, huh? Probably gonna need that here. Oh, I'm too slow. Okay. Oh, right. I can use this to move it. Okay. This is probably enough, right? There we go. Alright. Now, I need to go over there, but I don't know. That tree just stands out. I need to look at it. What? I know how the puzzle works. 1. Oh, I can't touch them. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Oh shit. I made it grow fruit. That's kind of cool. I have no idea what this is for, but I'm into it. Okay. Alright, so I've got the octo power. I already got the one over that direction, which means there should be one in this direction? Oh yes. Cleanse the contagion first. And now I've got these bubbles. Okay, so this is number 1. Alright, all these slimes are dead. And it doesn't matter, because I already failed it. Okay. I don't know how I failed it, but I clearly did. Alright, so we got 1. The fuck is my other bubble? There was supposed to be 2 bubbles. Okay. So first, I'm gonna move this kind of between those 2. Okay, 1, 2. There we go. Now we only need 1 more. And I feel like that's gonna be in this direction. Okay. Yeah, I can't kill that one until I kill the baby one. Okay. All done. Now... all of these are number 1, huh? Okay. So this one definitely counts for there. No, okay, I didn't get all of them. That's okay. We can make it work. Okay, so this one definitely is encompassing both of those. And this one is encompassing all of these. Uh-huh. Okay. I hit them both at once. That should have done it, yeah? No, it didn't count the one down there. Damn you all. Let's see. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. So this one at the bottom keeps getting excluded. So this seems good. What about this one? What if I put this one kind of between the two? Okay, now it's definitely got that one. I think it might need to be a little bit more like this. Okay, so that's good, that's good. This one's good. I just need to attack both of them. And I don't have my ult anymore. So this should work. Why did it still not count this one? The fuck is wrong with this place? You know what, fine. I'll just come back to it later. I'm very displeased. Okay, what? Huh? That's not what I meant to do. I said I'd come back to it, but now I'm thinking, man, I really ought to get it. Okay, so this is absolutely included in the circle. No ifs and or buts. This one is including both of these. Okay. Yes. Included, included, included. Now, how am I going to make it so that I hit both of these at once? Still think Neuvillette might be the best idea here. But let's try from up above instead of down below. The fuck? What do you mean it wasn't included? You're a cheater. A dirty, rotten cheater. That's alright. I marked it. I'll come back to it. Back to the place. With the thing. Alright. Alright. I've been too lazy to collect ore lately, and it's hampering my teapot expeditions. Or my teapot crafting. Alright. I gotta get some stuff here. Go this way. Aren't I supposed to be able to get inside this thing? Oh. More algae. Okay, got it. Alright, now I can do it. There we go. Alright. Now home base is over in this direction. After I take this ore from these people who don't deserve it.
Let's begin.
Gotta get my ult back up anyway. Alright. Give me the ore. Wow, this rock is like placed in the worst place. Alright, there we go. And we got our Numa block. Money. Always welcome. Alright. What y'all got for me? Let's go on an adventure.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Fremine. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Zuria, Freminade, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be. Hey, Doxy!
It's so cute. Look at its little spear.
Whoa! Doxy's got himself a sword and a shield now. He's looking sharp.
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thelxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Fremine.
I am a firm believer of the fact that spears are superior to swords, but I suppose he's supposed to look like a prince and swords have always been more of a status symbol, so I guess.
We helped too.
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also trouble you with finding some materials for the crown? You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my hands on.
Consider it done.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking. Since Thelxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now.
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon.
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing, please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think. We can draw the weapon. The prince has picked up the Sword of Courage and the Shield of Perseverance, which proves he has crossed the mire of doubt, and now is ready to wage war against the darkness.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Felxie's got some friends by his side now, so he's no longer fighting alone.
Okay, I'll also draw some companions. Anything else?
I'm not very adept at drawing. And then this? There are limits to being humble.
Color. Ah, color, yes, that's really important. The road in front of him now will no longer be just grayscale, but bursting with color and hope. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring? How wonderful! Splendid ideas, everyone.
Actually, that looks really good. Plus, they added the little gear on the back.
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Felxie most of all.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
Is he supposed to be looking down from up on the hill or something? He's not gonna see our adventure underwater, you know. Unless you hit a camera somewhere.
I'm sure he is, Zarya. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
I can't wait to look up this event afterwards and see other people have translated the Morse code, so I don't have to.
I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Felxie's fantastic adventures begin now!
Aren't I supposed to be finding ingredients for, like, a crown or something? After some time, you arrive at the shore of the underwater Kingdom of Imps. But first... Okay. So it looks like I can't do anything there. Alright, let's go. Into the depths. With the Duke of the Depths. Perfect.
Look! Those are materials that we can use for the crown, right? Let's get some for Fremine.
Oh, pretty.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials. We shouldn't need anything else to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Alright, but... since I'm here... Oh, right, this one. I remember these being really annoying. We must do it within 3 attacks, which means I probably already failed. That's okay, though. I bet I can make it one more time. Alright, alright, alright. So the trick is you gotta get it at an angle. Already failed. Alright. We'll come back to it.
Whoa. Is that the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead?
Looks fancy. Alright. The beautiful Kingdom of Water Imps is at hand. Warriors, together with the Prince Thelxie, reclaim it from the monsters occupying it. Might as well just keep my current party. Who do I have again? I got you and you. I don't think I'm gonna need that, so... this should be fine. I could swap out Kazuha, but... eh.
So these are the underwater ruins that Fremine found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining.
This is the Kingdom of Water Imps, not Runes Paimon. Also, yeah, this place looks pretty ritzy, not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the Water Imps' colorful houses and the Rainbow Bridge.
No, we don't get to see that until the end, Paimon. Remember, the Rainbow Bridge crumbled and turned colorless and shit.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of time to do it by myself.
That's alright, it's fantasy time now.
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
LARPing is good for the soul.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode!
Transformation sequence and everything, huh?
Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
We are the companions of Prince Thalxi, your Divine Highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory! Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! Ahem. From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. As such, you are worthy of everyone's respect.
I don't think I'm untainted by greed, but sure.
So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you.
Oh, nice.
And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
So excited. You go, little buddy.
My gratitude to your Divine Highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
All thanks to the power of Goddess Paimon.
Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek.
Alright, let's go. Use Prince Thalxi's Water Imp's Chanson to defeat opponents more easily. After using this skill, Thalxi must recharge up before being able to use it again.
Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of Water Imps. They're called... Hilly Churls of the Deep.
Hilly Churls of the Deep.
The wind knows me.
Those accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
Piece of cake. So nice having self-healing characters.
We're under attack again. It's a Lawitcher of the Deep.
There's no need to fear, my friends. His Highness is so strong now that even a Divinichurl of the Deep would pose no threat to him.
A Divinichurl? The fuck is a Divinichurl? Rude.
Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call. Let's begin.
Alright, everything's dead.
It's finally over. So have we
It should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins.
We are pretty good at murder.
It was my mistake. I should have told Fremine earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong! We just eradicated all the monsters in one go!
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time. And you too, Thelxie, my child.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting!
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the Traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
We can add an update to Thelxie's fantastic adventures as well! Now that we've reclaimed the Kingdom of Water Imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book!
Making a children's book might be a good way to, like, plot out your plot before you expand on it.
Fremine, why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book.
Because picture books tend to be very general and they don't have a lot of gritty details most of the time. They just go from one thing to the other, and they also tend to be short because kids' attention spans are short. So it seems like it's like one of the most perfect ways to like plot out your storyboard and shit.
Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud.
I wanted to say it out loud.
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps.
I'll be right back. The tiny cat is screaming and she's too cute. I can't ignore her. Way too cute. Okay. Tiny cat has been saved from not being able to get into the door. Her tiny cat screams no more. Alright. Where were we? Alright. They arrived at the entrance of the Kingdom of the Water
At
Imps.
this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived! She praised the companions for their purity, and to reward them, she bestowed upon them many blessings, and even prayed that the prince would be able to fulfill his goal.
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil, chased away the monsters, and rescued the pretty water imps from their imprisonment. The prince finally managed to reclaim his kingdom. But as for the crown...
Oh no, the crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight. The brilliant rainbow shall descend onto the kingdom once more.
Oh, and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa, the pages are beautiful! Zuria is really talented at drawing.
Yeah, this is a really good art style. I like it.
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end, and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
I'm sure he will, Zuria. Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremine, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
So fast.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay? And see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
That's a good boss. The employees tell you that they can get it done in X time. So the employer is like, I'll give you double that amount. Nice way of making sure the work environment is no stress.
All right, it's about time we start heading off too. You've still got some work to do, right, Fremine?
Yeah, I'll need to go to the city shortly to get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out a few different designs and choose the one that looks the best.
Go for it, bro.
Yeah. Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
It's because I hope...
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your face? You're turning red, and it looks like you're about to run away and put your helmet on again.
Paimon's got your number, Fremine.
Am I turning red?
Don't tease Fremine, Paimon.
All right. We won't bother you anymore for today, Fremine. Let's see each other in 2 days' time.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Aw. Fremine is so precious. Alright. Oh, look. What is this? Let's go to the challenge, shall we? Alright. This way, was it? Oh, I want that. Ah, there's the door. Alright, so I'm supposed to... Routing weekly score multiplier. Let's do the big baddie multiplier. I have enough broken characters for this. Okay. Gaire's Praise. Prince Thelxie unleashes a Gaire attack once every 5 seconds, 3 times total, dealing hydro damage to opponents that are hit. When the Gaire attack is released, all characters in the party within the area of effect recover HP equivalent to 25% of that character's max HP and gain 300 increased elemental mastery for 15 seconds. Well, I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna keep using my team. I actually think I might want Linny instead of Kazuha. Yeah, let's go for Linny. More elemental reactions is good. Let's see. What's the monster list? Mostly these guys. Yeah, let's go. Alright. It's go time!
Remember, health comes first. Mind the side. And voila!
Justice is blindside.
A more, please.
Dance with me.
Away now.
The show's only just begun. Not done yet. Care for the dance.
You can't run.
Now disappear. Dance with me. Be a good audience, won't you? Think fast. And voila.
Bow your head. Another job.
Oh, right. Keep forgetting I can do that.
A moment, please.
Step right up.
I'm getting sick of this man. I don't
Care for a dance.
Be sanctified.
Alright, I think I got enough. Right? Oh no, I'm supposed to get 6,000 points? Well, I'll come back to that. Who cares? Alright, now this one is... Prince Thelxes unleashes a thunderous loop, dealing electro damage to nearby opponents, and conferring the following buffs on all nearby characters in the party. Current elemental burst cooldown is decreased by 40%. After the thunderous loops have been released for the next 12 seconds, all characters' attack is increased by 40%, and energy recharge is increased by 60% for 8 seconds after the character uses their elemental burst. And what monsters we got? Lots of robots, so I definitely want to bring Pyro. I'm just gonna keep what's been working okay. Although I didn't do the best because I forgot to use the penguin. But, you know, it's fine.
The doctor will see you.
Let's begin.
And voila.
Mind the side effects. A moment, please. Seems like an emergency.
Let the mighty be humble. Silence.
What you looking at, Loki? Don't distract me too much. Only thing is, Linny is not great in anything that's timed.
Taking a turn for the better.
The doctor will see you.
The tides beckon.
Let's begin.
Now disappear.
I think I should have brought Kazuha,
Mind the side effects.
because Linny takes too much time for setup.
Way now.
Be sanctified.
Alright, not amazing, but good enough to get the currency, which is what we care about. Alright, so this one is recommending generates a whirlwind field with Prince Thelxes at the center, pulling the opponents within the area of effect. 8-second duration. When the attack of a character hits an opponent in the whirlwind field, all characters in the party gain 1% crit rate and 2.5% crit damage bonus. All effects last for 6 seconds and may stack up to 20 times. Okay, so maybe we want to go here, and then... Boop. We don't want you. Let's use Kazuha instead. And we'll just see how this goes. I don't know if Kazuha is going to be necessary, because Thelxie is already going to swirl everything, but, you know. Alright.
Seems like an emergency. Stay cool and face your guilt.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
The tides beckon.
One with nature.
This is not working quite as well as I'd hoped, but...
Settle down.
Following orders.
Lucky today. Let's begin.
Let's just go... Maybe I'd add Sino to the party. Sino is great at doing AoE damage.
Your coming was foretold.
Taking a turn for the better. Get a little chilly. Be sanctified. Silence.
Some target practice.
Rude.
The tides beckon.
What the fuck is that?
Bow your head.
There we go.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Somehow I am getting worse and worse at these. That's okay. Okay. Alright, now for this one, what do we need? I'm glad this one is all in one place. It's really annoying when they make you go to different places, but then it just opens the combat screen. Alright, for 18 seconds after Prince Thelxie uses Vital Aria, all characters in the party gain 60% increase in their max HP and receive 20% less damage. In addition, when the current active character loses current HP, all characters in the party gain 15% max HP and gain 50% elemental mastery with a max of 3 stacks. I feel like I might not actually need a healer. Why don't I put a shieler in instead so that Neuvillette doesn't get interrupted? And I don't think I'm gonna need a swirl, so maybe I'll just put another DPS character in. This might work. We'll try. We'll see how it goes. Alright, let's go.
Another test subject. That order guide you. Solidify. Silence. Another test. That tingle. Let the mighty be humbled.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stand condemned. Guilty. Their penance is due. I will have order.
The tide.
Power washing simulator activate! With the power of Zhongli, my Neuvillette. Shall never be interrupted. Good thing is he kills things fast, which is excellent when you're on a time limit.
This is order.
Alright, Loki, you can hang out, but you have to sit down. I got shit to do, okay?
Let the mighty be humbled.
Judgment is upon you. Guilty. Your penance is due. You stay condemned. Your penance is due.
I will have order.
Oh, that went really well. Nice. Alright. So now we just got this. Oh wait, I forgot about the rewards. Okay. Now then. For 20 seconds, after Prince Thelxie uses Triumphal Chorus, when active characters have more than 50% HP, that character's normal attacks, charged attacks, plunging attacks, and elemental skill deals 100% increased damage. Each attack that hits consumes 1% of the character's match XP. Can be triggered once every 3 seconds. 0.3 seconds. Okay, so if we're gonna be dying a lot, you know, this is probably fine. He has better DPS than Baiju, and Baiju wasn't really reacting with, for example, Risley. Anyway, so, okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna grab you, and then we'll just grab you too. Yeah, let's try this out. I think this will be fine. Everybody here deals damage with normal charged or plunging attacks, so we're in the clear. Alright, bring it on.
Order guide you. Gather.
Lament. Worthless. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Worthless.
Way now. This is order.
Clear the field. Alright, now...
Disappear. Here. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Here. Here.
Order guide you. Gather. The tides beckon.
Oh, you just destroyed all my bubbles, you motherfucker. How dare you.
Settle down.
Fuck you. And die.
This is order.
That one little guy. Knuck pass. Hello, Loki. Alright. We got the loot. It's not perfect numbers, but it's good enough numbers. As an adult, you gotta appreciate a job half done. Alright, so... what do we got here? Weekly missions. Wow, a lot of these, huh? 86, 146, 86. Let's go with this one. Alright. What do I need to do for this event now? I'm gonna take a look here. I think I just need to go, and that should be the end of it. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, it's not giving me the green check mark because it's not totally finished. That's fine. Alright, one more thing to do, and that's gonna be at the event location. So we're gonna wait for 2 days underwater because we do what we want. 1, 2... Yes, yes. Loki, you are very cute. You sure do love spawn camping on top of my chest. Alright. Now let's see where we gotta
Today's
go.
the final day of Phelpsy's fantastic adventures. Let's go find Fremine at his camp.
Alright, let's do it. Time to finish up the event. Oh yeah. Alright.
Hey, Fremine! Phelpsy! We're here!
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Fremine diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Are you sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut. Lescaut d'Estray.
Wait, let's go to Stray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
Called it! I motherfucking called it.
It can't be, right? Lescaut d'Estray? Zuria d'Estray? It must be some sort of a coincidence?
Seems like we need to pay a visit to the Destre
I'm
house.
sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Alright. We're supposed to go to a house. A house on a hill. Luckily, right next to a teleportation point. Oh man, imagine you lived next to a teleportation point where the traveler uses, and you were just like trying to live your own life, doing your own things, and the traveler just pops out of nowhere all the time.
Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
Who's the patient?
This is the residence of Zuria Destri, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends, by any chance?
Oop.
Oh. So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
We found one of those.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalakan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Yes, this is it. That's right. If what Dr. Jalacan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria, so we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again.
Well, let's give it a try.
There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
At least she's willing to work on it. It's nice to have people who want to help you. And it's always nice when it works out because both parties are working towards it. What's really sad is when you try to help someone and they don't even want to try. Ah, there it is. Charge into the lair of evil. Let's go. Wait. But which one am I supposed to go to? I guess this one. Okay. So this one is based around dealing hydro damage. All characters recover HP. Well, why don't we try the party I set up before? We'll see whether this one works. Should have more DPS than when I did this last time.
Order guide you. Through me, justice is served. Still condemned. Guilty. Their penance is due. I will have order. Solidify. Let's begin.
Dance with me! Care for a dance?
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Stay condemned. Your penance is due. Guilty.
Alright, yeah, stay inside of the pillar range, just like that.
Dance with me! Be a good audience, won't you?
A moment, please. Order guide you. Be sanctified. Get a little chilly. This is order. Stabilize. Through me, justice is served. Another system. Guilty. You stay condemned.
Okay. Did that count? Am I good now? The fuck? Why did it not count? Go to the kingdom of the water imps. Oh, you know what? I probably just picked the wrong one. Well, that makes more sense in retrospect, but, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna need... So physical damage is enhanced, huh? So we'll bring Zhongli. You know, I think my other party will probably be fine. It's not all based on physical damage, but... eh.
We're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right, everyone?
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Be careful, brave adventurers. Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown. There! The deep-sea Cyclops! Let's beat them up!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear. Prince Thelxie looks stronger than ever today. He must be going all out. Oh, this is the final enemy, right? Ahem. We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your Highness.
Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due. You stay condemned. Your penance is due. Guilty.
There we go.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you'd think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place, because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Wonderful, how wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremine, and... Huh? Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Surya walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zarya.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zarya talking to Thelxie?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
All right, we put on the diving helmet. Okay.
Maman loves you too.
But I love you more, Maman.
Wait, what?
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again? Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
Really hard to make good sounding humming when you're crying.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace. My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
So fucking sad!
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremine, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zarya? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
No.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Here, please take this picture book with you. the Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
But what else could it be?
I don't know, maybe the ghost was possessing the robot. We've seen lots of ghosts.
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened.
Sure.
You saw it too, didn't you?
Oh, he wasn't wearing the helmet, but he also saw it? Okay. Maybe there's something to say to that, then.
That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
How many miracles have we seen, Paimon? So fucking many.
Yes. I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Streaming, just so you know. Just about finished, actually, though. Just gonna take a second. Alright. Well, I finished the event, and I am needed in the, non-digital world, so I'll end that here, and see you guys next time.